Hi there, my name is Steve Snap, and I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about the concept of quoting within our construction package within Salesforce.com. The idea that I want to emphasize today is that quoting, in my experience, is usually a very custom process for most of our clients. So rather than taking an existing app that does sort of generic quoting, which there's nothing wrong with that, if those tools work, then that's awesome. But rather than taking a generic tool and trying to configure it, what we've done is we've created a quoting mechanism within our construction tool that allows for the custom configuration of quoting, meaning that quoting will work the way that you quote within your business. So I want to take a minute and just talk through this concept of projects and how quotes relate to projects. So in another video, I talk in more detail about our construction product, but in this example, I just want to talk briefly about the concept of a project and how we use this idea of a project to really be a container for all of the relationships and context that we have on a particular piece of business. So if we're working on a potential project and we're working on getting our product spec'd on an upcoming construction project, we use our project record to do that. So in this screen, we track all the details associated with that project. In addition to that, we also track all of the things associated with that project, such as quotes and change orders. So in this example, I'm going to talk about quotes for just a minute. So here I'll pop over into a quote, and in this example I'm showing some very specific details for one of our clients. But the idea is that the quote then becomes the record that we use to capture the specific value of this particular project. And it also is designed to allow you to manage multiple quotes for the same project. So in this example that I'm showing, this project may have had 4 or 5 quotes sent to general contractors, subcontractors, individual players, but one of those quotes represents the overall value of the project, and one of those quotes may be the quote that gets accepted if that general contractor or sub is awarded the project. So in this example, all the details associated with this quote are captured in what we call the quote header. And in addition to the quote header, we also have the ability to capture quote items. Now again, this client in particular manages different segments of their quote as sort of items that they're implementing. You might actually have individual products and or services that are associated with your quote as individual quote items. Regardless, the concept here is that once you've captured the key details of a quote and the key details of those quote items, all of that information can then be rolled up into the actual quote, which can then be emailed or mailed or sent in some other way or given, provided in person or whatever. The idea here is that rather than having all of your quoting data in some other place, like a spreadsheet or even your ERP, it's now all consolidated in one place inside of that project inside of Salesforce.com. So in this example, I have all of my quote items, and as I said a moment ago, I can go back and from this I can generate the actual quote document. So let's go ahead and do that. So from the quote record, I simply pushed a button and my quote in this example was pushed into Word. You could also push it into PDF or both. In this example, we pushed all the details associated with this project, this quote into this particular document, and now this can be saved, can be sent, it can be repurposed, etc. But the idea here is that the details associated with this are coming from the actual database. They're not coming from the piece of paper. So the details associated with the quote are now embedded inside of Salesforce, and now I can share that information with other members of my team. So when this quote becomes accepted, I can push this quote to my accounting team, or I can push this to my design team if there's additional engineering that needs to be done. In either case, you now have all of the data associated with those quotes, which also means you can run metrics on your business. How many quotes are you doing? How successful are they? What products are you quoting? How many are you winning or are you losing, etc. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and just talk about this concept. And if you'd like to look at this further and talk about how your quoting works, there's a link in the comments section below that will allow you, the description section rather. There's a link to my calendar which will allow you to schedule an appointment, and also additional information about other videos that might be valuable. And if you found this video valuable, please subscribe and like and share it with your associates. And let us know if you have any questions or comments, and we look forward to getting to know you better. Thank you.